Walnuts versus almonds versus cashews versus peanuts versus makhanas. What is healthier for you? Ask 10 Indians which nut is the healthiest for you, and you will get 10 different answers, and each one stated with complete different confidence. The Badam camp soaks 10 almonds every night and eats them every morning like clockwork. The Akroad camp heard omega 3 once and never stopped. The Kaju camp is somewhere in the middle of having a handful with chai. And the Mungfali camp brought 1 kilo bag 3 months ago and is still working through it. India is amongst the largest consumers of nuts in Asia. We eat them at festivals, we put them in our biryanis and halwas, and we give them for gifts, we soak them, we roast them, fry them in ghee and grind them into curries. And yet, most Indians have no clear idea what each nut is actually doing inside the body and which one does what. Also, when to eat which one and what is the right amount of each nut. Today I am ranking 10 nuts from least to most therapeutically powerful with exact biological mechanism behind each one and the research that supports it. By the end of this video, you will know precisely which nut to eat, how much and when. But first, the mechanism everyone gets wrong. One principle applies to every nut on this list. Nuts are calorie dense, but their calories are not fully absorbed. The fat inside a whole nut is physically trapped inside the intact plant cell walls. Digestive enzymes cannot break through this matrix completely before the food moves through the intestine. The study published in American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that the actual metabolizable energy from almonds was 20% lower than the number on nutrition label because of this incomplete fat absorption mechanism. This is true across all whole nuts. Additionally, 75% of Indian adults are deficient in magnesium based on dietary intake surveys, and magnesium deficiency independently drives insulin resistance, poor sleep, elevated cortisol and impaired cardiovascular function. Every nut on this list addresses that deficiency to some degree. And now the ranking. On number 10 we have pine nuts, that is chilgoza. As it is known in India, comes from pine forest of Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh and has been a part of Kashmiri cuisine and Ayurvedic medicine for centuries. It is sold in dry fruit shops across India and is one of the most under-consumed nuts on this list relative to its therapeutic value. Chilgoza contains pinolic acid, that is a polyunsaturated fatty acid unique to pine nut oil that is not found in meaningful quantities in any other commonly consumed nut. Research published in Lipids in Health and Disease found that pinolenic acid stimulates the release of cytokinins, a satiety hormone produced in small intestine that signals fullness to brain, and producing a measurable reduction in appetite and food intake in the subsequent meal. This appetite suppressing mechanism is specific to chilgoza, and it is why it earns separate slot on this list. Pine nuts are also rich in vitamin K, iron and magnesium, and their monounsaturated fat content supports the same cardiovascular protective mechanism seen in olive oil. Eat a small handful raw or lightly roasted. Their delicate flavor makes them easy to add to salads, raitas and rice dishes without changing the flavor profile of the meal. On number 9, cashews. Kaju is one of the most commonly eaten nut in Indian households, appearing in curries, mithai, namkeen and everyday snacking. While it ranks 9th on this list, it is doing something nutritionally specific that most people miss entirely. 1 ounce of cashews delivers 67% of your daily copper requirement. Copper is required for ceruloplasmin, the enzyme that facilitates iron absorption from intestines into the bloodstream. This is directly relevant in a country where NFHS 5 data shows 57% of women are iron deficient because consuming adequate copper alongside iron-rich foods measurably improves iron bioavailability. Copper is also required for lysyl oxidase, the enzyme that cross-links collagen and elastin fibers, directly affecting skin elasticity, joint integrity, and arterial wall strength. Eat them raw or dry roasted without adding salt or oil. The practice of adding kaju to dal and sabzi is one of the most nutritionally intelligent traditions in Indian cooking, delivering copper into the same meal that provides plant-based iron. On number 8 is chironji. Chironji, also called as charori in Maharashtra and char magas across North India, goes into kormas, biryanis, kheer and pan and has been used in Ayurvedic medicine for centuries. Most people eating it have no idea what it is actually doing. Research on Bochanania Lanzan, published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology, found significant anti-inflammatory and analgesic activity from its active compounds with specific inhibition of prostaglandin synthesis pathways, similar to how COX-2 inhibitors work. Chironji is also one of the few nuts with documented hepatoprotective activity, meaning its compounds protect liver from oxidative damage, and it is directly relevant in a country where NFHS 5 data estimates around 38.6% of Indian adults have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. It is rich in oleic and linoleic acid, the same class of monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats associated with cardiovascular protection. Charak Samhita describes chironji as a balya and medhya, a strength building and cognitive supporting food. Make sure you're eating it small handful raw or lightly dry roasted. Most people only encounter chironji in cooking. Start eating it as a standalone snack and you are accessing one of the most India native nutritional interventions available at a very low cost. On number 7 is Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts rank 7th because they require the most specific dosing any food on this list. 2 to 3 Brazil nuts per day reaches the recommended selenium intake. Beyond 6, you begin approaching the toxicity threshold. This is the only nut where eating too many is a genuine medical concern. Selenium is required for the deiodinase enzymes that convert inactive thyroid hormone T4 into biologically active T3. India has a significant burden of subclinical hypothyroidism, particularly in women, and selenium deficiency is an underappreciated dietary driver of impaired thyroid conversion even in people receiving adequate iodine. Selenium also activates glutathione peroxidase, the body's primary endogenous antioxidant enzyme. Research published in American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that just 2 Brazil nuts per day for 12 weeks produce the same increase in plasma selenium and glutathione peroxidase activity as a pharmaceutical selenium supplement. On number 6 is macadamia nuts. Macadamia nuts have the highest fat content than any other nut, approximately 21 grams per ounce. That fat is overwhelmingly oleic acid, the same monounsaturated fat that makes olive oil and avocado renowned for its cardiovascular benefit. The specific mechanism involves palmitoleic acid, a rare monounsaturated fat shown in research published in the British Journal of Nutrition to improve insulin sensitivity in skeletal muscles by reducing the accumulation of diacylglycerol inside the muscle cells, which is one of the most primary mechanisms through which dietary fat worsens insulin resistance. Macadamia nuts are also the richest nut source of thiamine, vitamin B1 required for pyruvate dehydrogenase complex that converts carbohydrate into usable cellular energy. Thiamine deficiency produces the classic fatigue and brain fog that many patients describe without being able to explain. These are available through Amazon India, specialty health stores and premium grocery chains in metro cities. Because of their cost, treat them as a 2 or 3 times per week addition rather than a daily snack. On number 5 is makhana. Cox nuts called makhana or full makhana are consumed across India during fasting, kheer, roasted with ghee and spices as a snack. Botanically, a seed rather than a tree nut, makhana earns its position here because its nutritional profile competes with the best nuts in every category that matters for Indian health conditions. Makhana contains keempherol, a flavonoid polyphenol that research published in Oxidative Medicine and Cellular Longevity found inhibits NFKB, the master inflammatory transcription factor that drives insulin resistance, cardiovascular disease, and PCOD simultaneously. Makhana has a glycemic index of approximately 53, which is significantly lower than rice, bread, or most Indian snack foods, and its protein content is approximately 9 grams per 100 grams, is higher than most of the grains. Research from Indian food science institutions confirmed that regular makhana consumption improves satiety, hormone response, and reduces post-meal glucose availability. Ayurveda classifies makhana as laghu and madhura, specifically recommended for people with weak digestion, reproductive health concerns, and fatigue. Dry roast in a pan with a teaspoon of ghee and a rock salt is one of the most digestively gentle option on this list and best choice for people who are trying to manage weight or with sensitive digestion. On number 4 is pistachios. Pista is widely consumed in India, appearing in kulfi, biryani, mithai, and festive snacking. What most people eating pista do not know that it has one of the most specific and documented effects on post-meal blood sugar of any nut that exists. Pistachios have a glycemic index of approximately 15, one of the lowest of any food, inhibit alpha glycosidase, the intestinal enzyme that breaks complex carbohydrates into absorbable glucose. A randomized controlled trial published in European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that adding pistachios to a high carbohydrate meal significantly reduced the post-meal glucose spike compared to eating the same carbohydrate load without pistachios. This effect has been replicated across multiple studies. Pistachios also contain lutein and zeaxanthin, the two carotenoids that accumulate specifically in the macula of the retina and protect against age-related macular degeneration, the leading cause of blindness in older adults. Make sure you eat them in shell. Research has also confirmed that shelling shows the eating rate and reduces total intake by approximately 40% compared to pre-shelled pistachios while producing greater satiety per calorie consumed. On number 3 is peanuts. Moongfali is one of the most democratic food in India, which is available at every street, every corner and every season and at every income level. Technically a legume, but functionally the most complete nut in daily Indian life and one of the most clinically underappreciated foods in Indian nutrition. Peanuts contain resveratrol, a still bean polyphenol more commonly associated with red wine. Resveratrol activates sirtuins, specifically SIRT1 and SIRT3 proteins that regulate cellular stress response, mitochondrial biogenesis, and inflammatory gene expression. Research published in Cell Metabolism found that resveratrol mimicked several metabolic effects of calorie restriction at the cellular level, including improvements in insulin sensitivity and mitochondrial efficiency. Resveratrol content is highest in boiled peanuts, where it approximately doubles compared to raw. Peanuts also contain niacin at concentrations approaching therapeutic levels. Niacin is the only dietary compound with documented ability to simultaneously lower LDLs, lower triglycerides, and raise HDL together. Boil them rather than roasting them in oil for maximum resveratrol and minimum oxidized fat. Boiled groundnuts sold by street vendors across India are biochemically one of the most anti-aging snacks available in this country at any price point. Number 2 is almonds. Badam holds a specific place in Indian nutritional tradition. Soaking 10 almonds overnight and eating them the first thing in the morning is a practice spanning generations of Indian household. Modern biochemistry has confirmed this tradition is completely correct. Almonds are the single richest source of alpha tocopherol vitamin E of any commonly consumed food. Vitamin E, which is found in almond, has a primary function of protecting polyunsaturated fatty acids in cell membranes from lipid peroxidation. When cell membranes oxidize, insulin receptors embedded in them lose sensitivity. This is a direct molecular link between vitamin E intake and insulin resistance. A meta-analysis published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that almond consumption significantly reduced fasting blood glucose and HbA1c in people with type 2 diabetes across multiple clinical trials. Soaking almonds overnight matters biochemically. The brown skin contains tannins that bind to the lipase and impair fat digestion. Soaking activates the nut's own phytase enzyme, reducing phytic acid by approximately 25% and improving absorption of the zinc, magnesium and iron levels that almonds contain. Charak Samhita identifies almonds as a brain tonic and nerve strengthening food. The modern mechanism is vitamin E protecting neuronal membrane integrity alongside magnesium supporting GABA receptor function. And on number 1 is walnuts. Akhroad or walnuts earn number 1 position because of a combination of mechanism that no other single nut on this list can match. It leads in omega-3 content, in polyphenol depth, in cardiovascular evidence and in emerging science of cellular aging. Walnuts contain more alpha-linoleic acid, the plant-based omega-3, than any other tree nut, approximately 2.5 grams per ounce. In a country where omega-6 to omega-3 ratio in an average Indian diet is estimated at 15:1 or higher, this alone makes walnuts the single most impactful dietary correction available. The meta-analysis of 26 clinical trials published in Circulation found that walnut consumption was associated with significant reduction in LDL cholesterol, total cholesterol and triglycerides, with greatest efforts in people with elevated baseline lipid levels. Critically, walnuts also improved endothelial function, the ability of blood vessels to dilate and constrict normally, which predicts cardiovascular events independently of lipid levels. Walnuts also contain special compounds which, when concentrated in the papery skin, that gut bacteria convert into urolithins. Urolithins activate macrophagy, the cellular process that removes damaged mitochondria and replaces them with healthy ones. A study published in Nature Metabolism found that urolithin improved mitochondrial function in skeletal muscles and it increases muscle endurance in clinical trial. Mitochondrial decline is increasingly recognized as a central driver of aging, metabolic diseases, and cognitive decline. Walnut addresses this through food. 2 to 3 whole walnuts every day is more than enough, and make sure that you do not remove the skin. The bitterness is due to its active compound pedunculogen, and if the raw flavor is difficult for you, lightly dry roast for 2 minutes without oil. That reduces the bitterness without destroying the omega-3 content. So this was about today's video. If you like this video, let me know in the comment section what other things that you want me to talk about. And my new book that is called as Reversing Diabetes, which is all about reversing peri-diabetes, pre-diabetes and also diabetes type 2, is live on Amazon, so you can go there and get your copy. And as we always say, it's never just a diet, it's always a lifestyle. So stay healthy, stay fit, stay grateful and stay blessed.